Hello everyone. In first part of thromboangiitis obliterans, we have discussed about introduction, history, epidemiology, incidence and prevalence, and just a startup regarding etiological factors. So in this part, we will mainly discuss about detailed narration regarding each etiological factors which will be causing thromboangiitis obliterans. Myself Dr. Anandas, Assistant Professor, Department of Roganidhan and Vikriti Vignan, Global Institute of Ayurveda, Rajkot. So considering the first etiological factor, smoking and its adverse effects, use or exposure to tobacco plays a central role in the initiation and progression of the disease. So foremost, considering all the etiological factors, smoking has its important role regarding initiation progression of the TAO. Animal study conducted on mice by using an antigen-sensitive thymidine incorporation assay. So, in order to prove out regarding the adverse effect of smoking, animal study already has been conducted on mice about antigen-sensitive thymidine incorporation assay. So, the study showed that patients with TAO have an increased cellular sensitivity to types 1 and 3 collagen compared to that in patients with the arteriosclerosis obliterans or healthy males. So, the study has been conducted over healthy males and disease-induced males. It showed that it has an increased cellular sensitivity, especially in TAO patients. It has an increased cellular sensitivity with particularly two types, type 1 and type 3 collagen, whenever compared to patients with the other clinical conditions of arteriosclerosis obliterans or with the healthy males. It is possible that there is an abnormal sensitivity or allergy to some components of tobacco, that this sensitivity in some way leads to an inflammatory small vessel occlusive disease. So it has proved that some components present already in the tobacco has an affinity towards the inflammatory action within the small vessel, or thereby leading to inflammatory small vessel occlusive diseases and thereby causing abnormal sensitivity within the vessel walls, and it can generate allergy. Purified tobacco glycoprotein (TGP) could be related to changes in vascular reactivity that may occur in cigarette smokers. So, in chain smokers or the people who used to smoke regularly the cigarettes, they have purified tobacco glycoprotein will be present within their body, and it will be related to causing changes in vascular reactivity of the vessels. The next etiological factor is genetics and the role of genetics. The adverse within the or the role within the genetics relation. There may be a predisposition to development of TIO, although no gene has been identified to date. There will not be particular identification regarding gene and its involvement, and there will be chance of predisposition to development of TIO in genetic wise influence. There is no consistent pattern in HLA, human leukocyte antigen, haplotypes among patients with the Buerger's disease. Even though it has not found out till, there will not be any consistent pattern which will be present with respect to HLA haplotypes in Buerger's disease. In the United Kingdom, there was a preponderance of HLA A9 and HLA B5 antigens, HLA and then CD14 gene polymorphism, which lead to defective immunity towards bacterial lipopolysaccharides, increases susceptibility to TIO. So there was a chance of susceptibility to TIO among HLA and the CD14 gene polymorphism, which will be causing defective immunity towards the lipopolysaccharides and thereby causing increased susceptibility or increased chance of occurrence of TIO. That was a condition which will be enabling the influence of genetics among Buerger's disease, so the patients affected with Buerger's disease. Consider the next etiological factor, hypercoagulability. Level of urokinase component plasminogen activator will be higher and free plasminogen activator inhibitor 1 will be lower in patients with TIO. The study has been found that two components, especially urokinase plasminogen activator, especially it will be higher in TIO patients, and free plasminogen activator inhibitor 1, which will be causing inhibition of free plasminogen, will be very less in patients of TIO. An increased platelet response to serotonin is reported, and higher level plasma homocysteine is noted on patients with the Buerger's disease. So level of plasma homocysteine, which will be enabling with the hypercoagulability. It was noted on patients with the Buerger's disease, and the increased platelet response to serotonin component also reported with respect to hypercoagulability syndrome. So these conditions, it was adjoined with the occurrence of TAO. Endothelial dysfunction. Consider the endothelial dysfunctions, elevation of anti-endothelial cell antibody, thereby it will be causing any particular kind of antigen antibody response within the body, will be causing anti-endothelial antibody titers corresponded to disease severity. So depends upon the severity of the condition, it can be differ. Particularly where there will be or there should be elevation of anti-endothelial cell antibody within the blood cells, automatically it will be affected over titers which will be present corresponding to the disease severity. Anti-endothelial antibody, it will titer over corresponding to disease severity. It can be directly influence over occurrence of disease with its severe level. Thereby it will be causing impaired endothelium dependent vasorelaxation in the peripheral vasculature of patients with the Buerger's disease. So regarding or any kind of changes with happening with respect to the peripheral vascular changes of vessel walls, particularly seen in Buerger's disease because of action of the elevation of anti-endothelial cell antibody. This will be causing some kinds of vascular misarrangements with respect to the endothelial lining, thereby causing impaired endothelium dependent vasorelaxation. There will not be particular kind of relaxation as happening in a normal way. There will be some kind of impairment with respect to the normal vasorelaxation with respect to the endothelial lining, as the anti-endothelial antibody titer over the contents throughout lining over the endothelial cell walls. The peripheral vasculature of patients also will be getting affected, especially the peripheral vasculature will be getting inflamed or will be getting defected with the vasorelaxation or impaired vasorelaxation. So that kind of presentation will be present in Buerger's disease particularly. Consider the chance of infection. Presence of oral bacteria, especially periodontal, can be found out from the oral and unhygienic oral conditions. DNA in arterial specimens of Buerger's disease. The presence could be elicited by presence of DNA in case of Buerger's disease, or especially presence of oral bacteria, periodontal in nature. The phlebitic lesions of TAO also shows oral bacterial DNA. So whenever going with the PCR, polymerase chain reaction method of test, has been found out that the phlebitic lesions which will be affecting over the vascular vessels will be found out with the numerous kinds of lesions as an attack of the presence of oral bacteria in case of TAO has been found out. We are conducting PCR method. The platelets engulf the oral bacteria and are carried to terminal vessels within the platelets. The mechanism or the commonest action will be happening within the blood flow. The platelets will be trying to engulf the oral bacteria, and there will be later carried to the terminal vessels or terminal lining of the arteries or the veins within the platelets itself. So the bacteria will be embedded within the platelets. An embolic occlusion with the platelet aggregated mass including the oral bacteria is one possible explanation of the mechanism of TAO. So whenever consider the mechanism of TAO, there will be an aggregation or congregation within platelet and the oral bacterium. So the embolic occlusion, the along with the embolism, the occlusion within the arteries or the veins will be happening along with the aggregation of the platelets. This will be including as a group of mass. The platelet aggregated together and will be including as a mass along with the presence of oral bacteria. So this can be explained furthermore for a mechanism of thromboangiitis obliterans. Consider immunological mechanism. Presence of different antibodies, anti-nuclear, anti-elastin, anti-collagens 1 and 3, anti-nicotine antibodies, as well as identification of deposits of immunoglobulin IgG, IgC3 and IgC4 in the blood vessels. So particular deposit of this much chemical components, especially antibody, anti-nuclear based activities will be happening there, and depends upon that deposition of this much immunoglobulin along with the antibodies will be deposited over the blood vessels. Anti-cardiolipin antibodies are important for the pathogens of TAO. So whenever consider the pathogens of TAO, an important marker like anti-cardiolipin antibodies will be important in pathogens of TAO. Patients with generalized periodontitis have greater titers of IgG or IgM anti-cardiolipin antibodies where levels higher in smokers and non-smokers. So particularly titers, especially titers of IgG or IgM anti-cardiolipin antibodies will be generalized in conditions of in patients with generalized periodontitis having the greater titers of content of IgG or IgM and where in levels higher in smokers than non-smokers. So in smokers, those who having activity or those who having habit of chain smoking, the level will be very higher in compared with the non-smokers. So along with the patients with the generalized periodontitis or oral unhygienic because of oral unhygienic conditions, infections will be happening there. So in that conditions also they may have greater titers of IgG or presence of IgM anti-cardiolipin components or antibodies. Where these endothelial cells are activated in TAO, and vascular lesions are associated with the action of TNF alpha, especially tumor necrosis factor alpha, and ICAM on endothelial cells and leads to leukocyte adhesion. So, with respect to the further inflammatory reactions, the endothelial will be getting activated because of presence of these antigen antibody modulators and thereby causing formation of lesions over the vascular vessels or the layers of the vessels along with action of tumor necrosis factor. So wherever or whenever there should be a chance of occurrence of inflammatory processes, action regarding in case of especially TAO, tumor necrosis factor will be influenced over that, and ICAM one on endothelial cells and leads to leukocyte adhesion, especially inflammatory condition. So with respect to the inflammatory conditions or immunological conditions, it can be subdivided into acute, subacute, and chronic. Consider the acute stage, acute inflammation involving all cords of the vessel wall, especially of the veins, in association with occlusive thrombosis. And it can be around the periphery of the thrombus, can be seen in the periphery of the thrombus. There are often polymorphonuclear leukocytes with a karyoxis called a microabscess. So, formation of microabscesses will be there in case of acute stage, along with the around the periphery of the thrombus with polymorphonuclear leukocytes with the karyoxis conditions. So it will be acute inflammatory condition. It will be involving all cores of the vessel walls. Particularly, almost all layers of the vessel wall will be affecting, especially of the veins rather than the arteries in association with occlusive thrombosis. In case of subacute condition, the features will be there is progressive organization of the occlusive thrombus in arteries and veins. The progression regarding the occlusion of the thrombus, it has been already found out or formed out in case of acute phase. Further progression of the occlusive thrombus will be happening in arteries and vein in case of subacute phase. Occurrence of prominent inflammatory cell infiltrate within the thrombus and less inflammation in vessel wall will be happening with respect to subacute condition. Prominent inflammatory cell infiltration will be the most common feature in case of subacute stage of immunological action, along with the prominent inflammatory condition will be happening within the thrombus only, and the less inflammatory in vessel wall. Comparing with the other arteries and vein, it will be very less in vessel wall. Considering the chronic stage, organization of occlusive thrombus with the extensive recanalization, further recanalization regarding arteries and the veins will be getting further recanalized regarding occlusive thrombus or within the furthermore progressive stage. Prominent vascularization of the media and advential and perivascular fibrosis will be forming. So along with the other occlusive thrombus progression, extensive recanalization will be happening over the arteries and veins with reference to prominent vascularization. Especially vascularization will be getting more prominent in nature of the media and adventitial and perivascular fibrosis. Regarding to the fibrosis condition of media and adventitial condition, it will be getting furthermore progressive in nature. This much regarding the role of each etiological factors in occurrence of or in the manifestation of a TAO. Regarding each content, it has its own adverse effects over the further progression and manifestation of disease. Regarding the vascularization, recanalization, formation of the occlusion throughout the arteries and the veins. So each factor will be influenced in different ways to each steps of the pathophysiology of TIO or thromboangiitis obliterans. So in the next part, we will discuss in detail regarding the mechanism or the pathophysiology of TIO, along with the influence of the, as smoking is a foremost important factor causing or having high chance of occurrence with regard to formation of TIO. The role of or the influence of smoking over leukocyte cells, platelet cells, and endothelial dysfunctioning will be discussed. So this much portions along with the pathophysiology we will discuss in the next part. Thank you.